Washington Commanders post-game show. In the middle of the show, which is the game going on right now, you know it's bad when we're on live and the game's still going on. Crevonte didn't even want to finish the last few minutes. He turned it off. I had to tell him about the gruesome injury to Jaden Daniels that literally just happened as we were setting up doing sound check. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. You guys know the drill by now if you're in this chat. Show us some love. Let us know how you're feeling about this week of NFL football and tonight's game, 38-14, the current score. Not even that close. One half of the founding father, senior producer, captain of the goofy ship, the Commanderlorian, Crevonte. How you feeling, brother? I'm gonna let you go right into it, man.
Beyond disappointed. This is embarrassing. This is absolutely embarrassing. We talked about all the primetime games, all the standalone games that we had this upcoming year with the anticipation that we would have a better product, on the field. And I feel like this organization is fumbling. It's fumbling again. It's like they're slowly going back to how things used to be. And I'm beyond disappointed. It's one thing to, get embarrassed, at home and on prime time, because obviously everybody's watching. So, getting embarrassed is one thing, but just to be so negligent with like decision making, like and Byron, like you said, you had to tell me about the injury because I turned the game off. I'm like, yo, it's getting late. Let's do this post game because I'm over it. And so I didn't even see the injury, but I literally said, like, before we got on, like, why is he still in the game? We're down by 1,000. Why is he still in the game? There's nothing to prove, especially from JD5. You ain't got nothing to prove to me, man. I see that the team is terrible. Ugh. Oh my God. And that's his. And this is number 3 for the season. I shut it down. 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 Offense terrible. Defense. Well, defense is horrific. Offense bad. Special teams mid. I mean, this is obviously not what we expected going into the season. Very disappointing. But Dan Quinn, what the hell? What the hell? Why is your franchise quarterback in the game in the fourth quarter? Y'all down by, well, I guess it was 30. We down by 31 at the time. Oh, they scored. Look at that. I didn't even see
the play after Jaden got hurt.
Dumb. Oh,
stupid.
Try to refrain from
just
cursing, but
stupid.
I don't get it.
Well,
so
no, that's goofy.
Obviously, don't nobody take my goofy of the week because it's this. It's beyond. It's so much bad. We would need 2-3 shows for us to go through all of the bad. Because my heavens, we look like ghosts. We were the ghosts of Washington team past, and Sam Darnold got his courage up and was looking like Jesus. He was looking like Jesus the first half of the game. He was obviously had a perfect passer rating. Didn't have any incompletions. He had about 4 touchdowns. I was like, bro, who is he? But when you play in Washington, this Washington Commanders defense, you can look great too. It's so much. Shout out to my Ohio State guy JSN, who's probably gonna have he almost had 2,000 receiving yards today. But he might get to 2,000. Let me say 200. He might get to 2,000. He has a good shot at getting to 2,000 by the time this season, and if health permitting. But I am beyond disappointed. I'm not sure if the effort was there or if it was just so many injuries and nobody's used to playing. But I think those are the worst positions to put your franchise quarterback in because, all right, he likes to use his legs. He's going to move around. He's going to scramble. But what comes with that? he'll get hit. You know what I'm saying? And he'll take some unnecessary sacks. He'll take some unnecessary hits that lead to stuff like this. Honestly, he shouldn't have came back in the second half. If I'm being honest with you, like this game was well out of reach. Like I'm sure they probably like had like some momentum like coming out of halftime, but after that drive that stalled out, that's it. That's it. Like there's no reason for you to be in this game. We need you for the future. This season's all but like I said, once we lose this game, I was like, this is it. Like this was the game that's like, hey, are we going this way or are we going that way? Are we going to be sellers, or do we still have a shot to compete? Like honestly, I thought after we lost the Bears, I felt like that was the problem of the season. You know what I'm saying? Because again, this rough patch, there was no way we beating the Chiefs. The Seahawks are on a heater, and we got the Lions next week, who's pissed because they lost to the Vikings. So we gonna get a red hot, mad Vikings team. Like, and then losing, got whooped by the Cowboys, and losing how we lost to the Bears is like, I didn't feel good after that. Look, wait, go back. Why are you talking? I don't want to hear nothing from you. And change your damn jersey number. I'm tired of it, bro. You're not a dog. You're not him. Just so much. And he got hurt in this game and didn't return. Go figure. Couldn't tell.
I was going to say it was a lot of injuries. I was trying to keep up with all of them. Trey Amos, Marshawn Lattimore, of course, Jay Daniels, Luke McCaffrey, Eddie Goldman. Yeah. Did I miss anybody else? I mean, Jesus Christ. Who's hurt? We know about Lattimore. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. Just a lot of injuries overall, brother. Eddie Goldman, did I mention him? Quan Martin, can't forget him. I mean, Jesus Christ,
yeah. He got ran over. I saw the play that he got hurt. He got hurt on. I said, ooh. I said, yeah. Get your weight up, man. I don't know what you're doing out there, but don't come out there like that. But just lackluster effort. I don't want to hear a press conference by anybody. Joe Witt, Dan Quinn, Cliff Kingsbury. I don't want to hear nothing from anybody. Like, this is negligence. Like, y'all should be arrested. So people should be arrested for what has happened. Y'all get embarrassed. 50 was in the place to be. Got the nerve to have his jersey on. I mean, have a Commanders y'all the mean on, hat on, and y'all there embarrassing him.
Jaden Daniels injury. Let's go to coaching then. Why the hell was he in the game? What do you think about coaching today? What are we doing with the coaching? Josh Harris looked pissed off. Okay.
F. What? Have you familiar with the Fairly Odd Parents?
Yes. Yes.
With Crocker, F's. He was handing them F's out like they was going out of style, and that's what I'm handing out for this entire coaching staff. Everybody, F's for everybody. F's for everybody. Dan Quinn, you look lost. Joe Witt Jr. Listen, the perfect place to be was probably where Joe Witt Jr. was in the box, like not on the side. There you go. F's. Yes, Byron. Yes. F's for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like it
drop those F's in the chat.
Drop the F's. Drop the F's in the chat. For everybody associated in the coaching staff, with this team, man. I don't know. It was all bad. Like, and my thing is, maybe it was because he couldn't make any adjustments. Maybe there were no adjustments to make. That's probably what it was like. We were so bad and so overmatched. It was like that there were no adjustments to make. Let's just finish the game. At this point, finish the game healthy, which number one should have been take JD5 out. But bro, I'm so disappointed, bro. But no, everybody gets an F. Look, oh yeah, Belt. Oh God.
Finish him, Daddy.
Like they went outside and got switches. They got belts, leather belts. A little bit. Yep, that's the defense. That's the defense right there. That is the defense right there. Like, for man, it's a head scratcher, and it's so unfortunate because this is coming off the heels of Magic Johnson just receiving another championship from a team that he and is in ownership within the Dodgers, and then you come to this mess. He was in Toronto last night, well / this morning because it was pretty late, celebrating the greatness that the LA Dodgers are, winning back to back that have been done since 99 2000, since the 99 2000s, you know what I'm saying, and they actually won 3 in a row. I think it was 98, 99, 2000.
Yeah, it was 3 in a row for the Yankees. Yeah.
But this is the first time a back-to-back time since 99 2000. So, this is a big deal. And then you come back to the States to this BS. A lot of changes need to happen, but folks need to be arrested. I think somebody needs to be arrested, and probably DQ probably first, because that was egregious. That was egregious. Yeah, it's too much, man, and entirely too much. But disappointed is the word. And I'm obviously mad and angry, but disappointed is the word, because that is some stuff you get. Like, I expect that under Dan Snyder. I expect this behavior under Dan Snyder, and I'm trying my best, because if you are a Washington fan and been a fan for anything past 10 years or so, well, I guess 5 to 10 years, anything pre-pandemic, the missteps and the goofiness and the dumb decision making, and this was this made me to remember about that. This just brings up more, because and JD5's mom said something about it, like, hey, don't compare my son to RG3, but that's not us. We only tell you what we seen. Listen, you ain't been a part of this organization long enough to understand and know what we've been through. Jane Daniels and his mom, listen, we call it what it is, man. We know this feeling. This is not a good feeling, and unfortunately, I understand, like, that's your son and all that, but this is our feeling. I've been a fan of this team since I've been watching football, and I watched football probably since about 2000. And this makes me remember about that. So we're not trying to wish any ill will upon Jane Daniels, but it's the reality. Thankfully, JD5 is better up here than RG3, but it's just the fact of the matter. We got PTSD. It's a thing. It's a problem, and it takes a while to get over that. PTSD don't just go away. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the severity of it is, that those things don't just go away. But I disappointing, because again, it's a head scratcher why he was still out there after that play stalled out after halftime. That first offensive drive, and they got nothing off of it.
How did you feel about that? Because they took the ball first. You don't see a lot of teams do that, because a lot of teams want to get that second half kickoff. They defer,
and also that's not anything they normally do.
Right.
They usually get the ball at the start of the second half. And I'm like, what was that about? Because I don't know. It's just smarter for me. And of course, Dan Quinn understands this, that it goes into, like, it's a strategy. It's strategic. You know what I'm saying? It depends how you play the end of the second quarter, because you get the ball starting out. I don't understand that. Especially as trash as our offense been, why the hell would you try that offense out there? But why would you try the defense out there either? You know what I'm saying? So damn if you do, damn if you don't. But I thought that was dumb to get away from what you've always done.
All right, where you want to go, Crevonte? Sam Darnold, 330 yards, 4 touchdowns. They did have a pick, and Jackson Smith-Njigba, 129. Kenneth Walker, 42 yards. I mean, the Seattle offense, got to put some respect on their name. They look pretty good today.
for
And
sure.
the Commanders can't even blow on the brother. They can't even breathe on Darnold.
Nothing. Shout out to Sam Darnold and JSN, who arguably looks like the best receiver in the league right now. And is going to I would probably say he probably gonna finish the season with about 1,700 receiving yards, like legitimately 1,700. Like he's probably at 1,000 right now. You know what I'm saying? And we're about, we're just crossing over the midway point of the season. He's playing amazing. And mind you, Cooper Kupp wasn't out there. Their offensive line looked stout. Like it was nothing we can do. We couldn't sniff, couldn't touch, couldn't fit, nothing. Sam Darnold was completely protected. And especially that first half. I was like, who is this guy? Who is this man? Like, this ain't the same guy who we saw way back when, who saw ghosts. This ain't him. But goes to show you, when you leave a bad organization and your scenery changes and, things that will help you grow is around you, you look better. But Seattle's offensive line is amazing. They, like I said, they had arguably the best wide receiver in the league. Kenneth Walker is a dog, and it was I don't know who the other running back was.
Charbonnet.
Yeah, we were talking about like the little.
You want a little Charbonnet on Sunday night? You gonna need some after watching this game.
A little taste. He put some Charbonnet. He put some Charbonnet on Quan Martin. That's what he did, because Quan Martin was dizzy. You know what I'm saying? Offensively, the Seahawks
finger licking good special. That's what I'm talking about.
Quan Martin. I'm sorry. Quan Martin was sipping on a little Chardonnay because he was woozy. The Seattle Seahawks could do no wrong offensively. And coming into this game, we already talked about Mike Macdonald's amazing road record. So was it 10 out of 11? 10 out of the last 11 wins?
10 out of 11 for him, and I think 11 out of 12 as a team. So, yeah.
Amazing. You go cross the country, hand out whoopings, and then just go back. You know what I'm saying? They did that to the Steelers too. Came back, did it to us. It's like, this is crazy. So my man Witherspoon was out there. E-Man Worry was out there. I was like, God damn it, man. Looking good.
Leonard Williams.
Gosh, Leonard Williams.
You know that guy.
I do. Yes, I do. Demarcus
Lawrence. Yeah.
Demarcus Lawrence was out there.
Yes.
That Reed was out there. Like it was hard to pick out a weakness in the defense, because they're not only just good in the secondary, they have depth as well. But I got my man E-Man Worry out there. Got my man Witherspoon out there. Yeah. I already knew what I was up against defensively, but god damn, how they came out offensively was eye-popping, like a shocker. Like, couldn't do no wrong, especially in that first half.
8 penalties, Crevonte, and the turnovers as well just did you guys in as well. I think one of the more penalized teams in the league are the Commanders this year as well, they were saying.
I'm not surprised. We had a penalty. I think they said we had like multiple 15-yard penalties. First of all, I ain't know offense could have 15-yard penalties like that. But had a hands to the face, had a face mask. I was like, what? Like, talk about murdering a drive. Like a drive that really didn't have much life to begin with, but just to kill it with just goofy false starts, hands to the face mask. I was like, I only thought face mask was on the defense. God damn. Like, this is absolutely absurd. But yeah, I mean, you give the ball away, you make mental mistakes, you'll lose way more often than not. And we put both of those together and we had a super loss. Now we, super defeated.
Who would have thought that Debo would play more than Terry? You know, that's what I was thinking about watching this game. I think they said they played less than 5 games together, all three, JD, Debo, and Scary Terry. Zach Ertz is on his last leg. He's a good player, but he ain't getting no younger. Bobby Wagner ain't getting no younger. I mean,
Nope.
1 week O-line is solid, then it's kind of pitiful. I mean, you can't get a pass rush. The corners can't cover. You got Lattimore. He looks like, him and Jai Alexander, the same person I said yesterday. I mean, what are we doing here?
Marshawn, let him score. Let him score more. Let him more. That's who he is. But no, it's so bad. It's so bad. I I don't know where to go, because we already knew we was gonna have some shortcomings on the defensive side of the ball. Yes, injuries are a big part of why we look the way we look, because we're thin. Especially on the D line, we're very, very thin. And I said this before, as a defense as a whole, old and slow. We're just old and slow, especially at the linebacker position. Just old and slow. Safety play hasn't been good. Trey Amos is probably the brightest spot on our defense. That's our young corner, who obviously nobody looked good today. Deron Payne flashes, but at this point, man, it's a garage sale. It's a fire sale. Get who y'all want between now and Tuesday. Who y'all want? We want draft picks. That's it. I want draft picks.
See the spread, how that changed, Crevonte?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, it was about 2.5 at the game at the beginning, and then first 3 drives it went to minus 20.5, and you would have covered. Is the crazy thing. You could have took it and covered.
Hit the like button, everybody in the chat. We got over 100 people in here. Thank you guys spending your Sunday night going into Monday with us. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell. We do this after Ravens, Commanders. We're here all the time. So check out the content. A lot of great content on the channel. And as always, we will go around the NFL. We will not forget the other games, because there's a lot of excitement to talk about, even though it's doom and gloom with the Commanders.
Yeah.
Crevonte's takes on a lot of the happenings, which we'll get into in a second. I do want to speak on a positive, though. Art Monk, his jersey was retired today. I want you to speak to that, because I know it wasn't a great night of positivity, but Art Monk jersey retired, the Hall of Famer, part of those winning teams, Super Bowl winning teams as well.
I hate that the Commanders chose this game to lay down. I hated that, because Art Monk did not deserve that. He did not deserve this homecoming. Like, you supposed to show out when the alumni come home. You know what I'm saying? That you completely laid an egg, and that's so unfortunate, man. But Art Monk was one of the best receiver we ever had. Yeah, definitely that the best receiver we ever had during those Super Bowl days, man. When in doubt, throw the Monk. It was good to see. I'm glad he looks well. You know, that's most important. Hall of Famer, jersey being retired. It's an amazing accomplishment, and the fact that it's just now happening is really crazy. But that's old Daniel Snyder. You know, Daniel Snyder was not the most welcoming of alumni. Whoa, yo,
Chick Hernandez.
Chick Hernandez, man. I remember him.
Chicky.
I grew. I say D knows a lot about D and Raj know a lot about this guy, because we growing up, he did all the Wizards games. You know what I'm saying? On the locals, on the local stations. But Art Monk was him before, obviously way before the term. But yes, he was that guy, best receiver we've ever had, and he deserved everything he got. Again, it's a shame that it just now is happening. This should have all of this should have been happened, but we made it more. It's more of a welcome place with new leadership and new ownership. It's a more welcome place for like alumni and all that to come back. So we're slowly going down the line of like, hey, who we need to bring back, who we need to retire jersey next, who needs to be in a ring of honor or whatever we got. And also, how is this going to look with the new building? You know what I'm saying? Like, these are guys that's going to be live in the new building. I don't know how it's going to lay out, but whatever, it's going to be fly no matter what. But I hate that Art Month had to come back to this, though. I hated that for him. But, if we're going to take a silver lining somewhere out of this, it'll be that.
Special teams today, Crevonte. Luke McCaffrey went out with an injury. Jalen Lane lost a
fumble.
Fumble.
Yeah, trash.
Matt Gay
Matt Gay, he made his two extra points. So I guess that's good. But turn the ball over, man. That's like taking two hits. You know what I'm saying? Just unnecessary, man. But yeah, Jalen Lane, he looking shaky out there now. Now we gotta hold our breath when he's fielding a punt or fielding a kickoff, and that's not good.
All right, Crevonte. I really don't have much else on this game, but you got the Lions coming up on Sunday, and it's another primetime late afternoon window, 4:25. Lions lost today, which we'll get to.
Oh my gosh, that's the worst thing that could have happened. If the Lions lost the way they did to the Vikings, and now it's in Landover too, ain't it?
It is a home game. Yeah.
Oh man, them Lions fans finna be out there, because I can't imagine too many Commanders fans being out there now. I can't imagine. So it may be a sea of what they call that blue. Is it baby blue? Sky blue? What blue is that?
I don't know, man.
Whatever it is, it's
Nipsey blue. Nipsey blue. We'll say Nipsey blue.
It's going to be that blue in the stadium. Like it's going to be ugly. Like, it's going to be similar to this game and a mixture of last game. Like, I was like, damn, we lost to the Chiefs. What was that? Was it 28-7? It got to 28-7 in this game very quickly. I mean, it got 28-0 very quickly. Like, that's crazy. But we're going to lose in a similar fashion next week. Newsflash, guys. Yeah, it is what it is. But I don't know if I told you, if I was just speaking outward, like when we were like off the air. But I looked at the rest of our schedule. It ain't. I don't think it's any more wins left on there. Like, I was a little optimistic. I was thinking like maybe 2, but it may not be any. Like, the Giants would beat us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm concerned about Miami and Madrid. I'm concerned. Like, and Miami's terrible, but so are we. And 2 terrible teams. Yeah. Oh, look, that's the schedule? Yeah, man. I don't like none of that. We'll mess around and lose all them folk. Like I said, the Dolphins maybe, but again, I think we should shut JD5 down for the rest of the year, which means we're liable to lose all those games. Like, we have 3 wins. We may finish the season with 3 wins.
A lot of flexing out, like you said, potentially in the future.
Yo, right now, like, whatever we got to do, like, all off outside of the Miami game, because if we're out the country, that's
anybody's game. That's a flip a coin,
right? But all the rest of our games that's on a standalone or prime time needs to be flexed out immediately, because your numbers are going to tank. Like, not just for me, because I ain't watching. I can't. I'm only watching because we do this. Like, otherwise, I'm not gonna be really into it, because I'm telling you, we can literally copy and paste what we said last week, copy and paste what we said this week, and it'll be for next week. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see many more wins, bro. And it looks like we probably in like the 10th spot for like if the draft order was like now, we're probably in like the 10th spot. But I don't see no more. We might get 1 win. Like I said, the Dolphins is a coin flip. And going to New York, New York might beat the mess out of us with no Scatterboard, with no Malik Neighbors.
Got to play Denver, who has the #1 seed right now. Them and the Patriots in the AFC. Eagles twice in 3 weeks. Okay.
Them is losses, bro. They are losses, bro. Like, crazy. We may finish this season 3-14, which is so unfortunate. 3-14 is crazy, but look at that rest of the game. Like, it's maybe one more win on there, maybe. So 4-13.
If that happens, are you cleaning house? Are you cleaning house? Are you giving them this team or this crew at least Dan Quinn one more year?
Yeah. Well, clean the house. Obviously, there's a lot of cleanup that needs to be done with the roster, but I think Cliff Kingsbury is probably gone. Depending on what options he may have. Miami's going to be available, but I don't think he should take that. I don't think he should take that option. If Zach Taylor somehow, I think Zach Taylor's out of there, bro. And I think Cliff Kingsbury would hop on it, and I would not be mad at him. Because Cliff Kingsbury is similar to Ben Johnson when you don't just jump out there, and also he's done this before. He'll have his pick at the litter, but outside of the Zach Taylor job, who else? Because the Jets, unfortunately, are probably going to let go of Glenn. I think McDaniel's gone in Miami.
You got Tennessee. Ugh. I think Raheem Morris was all, but he did coach walking in Atlanta.
And I don't think Cliff Kingsbury. Cliff Kingsbury in Atlanta would be crazy because they love scoring points in Atlanta. Like, Atlanta's all about offense, especially in football. But man, like I said, I think he should just wait on Zach Taylor to get fired. And the way it's looking, he might. And so that means he's gone. But I think he's going to leave. Dan Quinn can rock one more year. Joe Witt, he probably got to let him go. And I think we need to get some new guys. Like, no more internal promotions. We need to get somebody outside, new set of eyes, at offensive and defensive coordinator at this point. So yes, clean. We're cleaning a lot of the house. We're going to clean. We're not, maybe not completely, but we're cleaning a lot of the house.
All right, Crevonte, let's go around the NFL real quick and get you out of here so you can get your beauty rest for a big week ahead, I'm sure. All right, we'll start with the game of the day, man. I know you changed your pick. Bears win 47-42, highest scoring game of the year. The Bears get to 5 wins. The Bengals, the first team since the 1960 Giants to score 40 points in back-to-back weeks and lose both games.
Ouch. Man, it is one thing to say it, but it's a whole nother thing to see it. I don't know what the numbers say, but the Bengals got to be the worst defense. And this is coming from Commander. Like, the Commander's defense is god awful, but the Bengals defense, my heavens! Like, I knew once the Bengals got down in the red zone, I said they're going to score too fast, and they're only going to be up 1, which means the Bears only have to go down and kick a field goal. Not only did they score too fast, Colston Loveland, of all people, Colston Loveland, 58-yard touchdown after like 3 missed tackles. I was like, oh my God, the Bengals are so bad. And that was without Trey Hendrickson. So I don't know what they're gonna do with him. So, but they're bad. But the crazy thing is, Joe Flacco is amazing.
Oldest quarterback to throw for 400 yards, 470, 4 tubs.
And also, so there's some turmoil happening. I don't know if you saw the Jamar Chase comments and Chase Brown, I believe, comments. They all but blame the defense. So it's gonna be some it is not gonna be good moving forward for the Bengals. And things like that will split a locker room, which means you're gonna lose more games, which means Zach Taylor is probably out of there. So I think Cliff Kingsbury, he may walk right into that job. But crazy, it's not the offense. But we said this all year, didn't we? We said it's going to be a bunch of 40. They're going to score a bunch of 30s, a bunch of 40s, and they're going to give up 40s and 50s. And here's an example of a game where they put up a whole bunch of points and lost back-to-back weeks because they lost to the Jets, 38-39. We said this. We predicted this.
Also, Clint Kubiak with Seattle, who we just saw tonight, may be a hot candidate as well.
Ooh,
look out for him. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go to NFC North. The Vikings keep their season alive. Every time I jout JJ McCarthy, they find a way to win. 27-24, Brian Flores and that defense did a hell of a job today on the Lions. You know, I'm not the biggest Jared Goff believer anyway, but they stay alive. They're only one game back of everyone else.
Yeah, because everybody else lost. Like they beat the Lions, and we're gonna get to the game. My gosh, what is going on with Green Bay? And so and the Bears. Well, the Bears won. So, but the Bears were in the back. The Bears and the Vikings were in the back, so they won. The Lions lost, and the Packers lost. So yeah, it's pretty tight in the North. Crazy to say.
As expected, but yeah, big win for the Lions. And I told Ravens fans they got to go to Minnesota next week. That is not going to be easy. I don't care about all that. We back. That's going to be a tough place to play.
Sure.
The Panthers, Crevonte,
Jesus Christ,
16-13 over the Packers. They fall to 5-2, but Green Bay just seems like a disappointing team. That's 5-2-1. But the Panthers, man, they may, if they can just stay above water, they may be able to be in playoff contention.
Absolutely, and man, has Bryce Young turned the corner or what, man? Because when Bryce Young came, once we got word that that he was going to play, it's like they got a shot now. Because we all know with Andy Dalton they had 0, but Bryce Young and they doing all right. They're literally staying above water. Like it wasn't nothing flashy, it wasn't nothing pretty or nothing like that. They just was in the game the whole time. And I think the Packers are probably one of the more disappointing teams outside of I would say the Ravens are slowly turning around, but the Ravens for a while was pretty disappointing. But the Packers, like offensively, I don't know what it is, but offensively they just be stalling. I don't it doesn't make any sense. Like, because the defense, like Michael Parsons put this defense over the top. Like this could be a championship level defense, but offensively they just be stalling a whole lot. They go through these dry spells, and I'm like, it's so weird. But how you feel about Jared Goff is kind of how I feel about Jordan Love. He has flashes where he looks amazing, and then he has like patches where he like, what are you doing? Where did that come from? Like, why are you throwing in triple coverage? What are you doing? And unfortunately, with the Packers, they need a star wide receiver. With the Packers, that's you gotta take the good with the bad. And the bad for Jordan Love is not lovely.
Well, it's not lovely in Tennessee. Chargers handle that business a little closer than maybe we thought, but Chargers 6-3. They host the Steelers next Sunday night. Big game.
The Chargers, they tried the Charger for like half the game.
Joe Alt hurt his ankle again. Just came back from a hurt his ankle again apparently. So he may be done for the year too.
That's not fun because the Steelers, who put a on the Colts, this is a terrible time to not have your left tackle out there, and will have your left tackle be not so healthy. But they at that point with the Titans, you just want to escape with a victory. But yeah, the Titans are really bad, but they were in the game. They were definitely in the game.
Don't worry, Mark. I'm coming down your lane in a second. I was waiting for you to show face, my brother. Appreciate you being here.
Oh man, listen. Mark be showing up.
Hey, one thing Mark gonna do, you're gonna show up. Patriots, they survive the Falcons. I think Raheem Morris is a dead coach walking. And Mark, your Colts host the Falcons next week, so that could be the nail in his coffin.
Wow, yeah, because you got to bounce back, right?
Because, they're gonna bounce. Oh, y'all gonna bounce back, Mark. Y'all will bounce back next week.
You have to. You absolutely have to. You absolutely have to bounce back. Why didn't Washington use Jeremy? We did. I don't know if you noticed, but it was kind of hard to notice because the game was so ugly. But Krosky Merritt, like it was like a little stretch where we only were saying McNichols. Why didn't we use him more earlier? He probably should have been our lead back, and we shouldn't have put too much on the rookie's plate so soon. But McNichols is going to get a lot more carries moving forward because he's bigger. He could take more of a punishment than Bill.
And Mark, Seattle has the #1 run defense as well in the NFL.
But anyway, Falcons. Listen, and the Falcons missed the field goal. Did you see that?
Yeah.
They missed the field goal, and it wasn't the young ho that
Nope.
did it.
They could have kept them. Could have kept them.
Yeah, should have kept them for all that. But the Patriots jumped on them, and the Falcons had to come back. But they showed some toughness, they showed some perseverance, they showed some resilience, and I think that's all from Mike Vrabel. So the Patriots are number one in the AFC is kind of crazy. But it's like a three-way tie because I think it's the Broncos and the Colts that are all 7-2. Who would have thought that they would be the top three teams in the in the AFC at this point?
And real quick on kicker, Justin Tucker suspension ending after this coming week. So if you need a kicker, you have one of the best that will be available after his suspension this week. That'll be interesting to see Crevonte down the stretch, who maybe makes that move potentially. And the goofiness that comes with that. Crevonte, you was a little worried about this game though. 49ers and Giants, they handle business. Mac Jones, maybe. I'm not gonna say he's better than Purdy, but he's doing a good job. And boy, is it good to see Christian McCaffrey healthy. In a world full of injuries, CMC is doing his thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey being healthy. Like guys like who we were concerned about, Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuels, Matthew Stafford, guys like that who we were concerned going into the year, and they're doing pretty, Deebo was out a game and he shouldn't have played the Bears game, so he should have been out for 2. But McCaffrey being healthy helps a whole lot. And Kyle Shanahan just knows a thing or two about getting the most out of a quarterback that people think are done or what have you. The 49ers are still putting up points no matter who's at quarterback. So shout out to Kyle Shanahan for doing that. But Jackson Dart, man, he's tough. He's tough. He's a tough guy, man. But the Giants just don't have it talent-wise. You know what I'm saying? They just don't have it to compete for 4 quarters. Like they could probably compete for a half, but eventually, the lack of talent is going to catch up to them.
Real quick on the injury front, our guy Michael Williams, he's out for the year with an ACL. Tucker Kraft from the Packers also. Tucker Kraft, the guy we spoke up a couple weeks ago, and he went off. Yeah, torn his ACL as well, potentially.
Oh, no. That sucks for the Packers.
Yeah, because they don't have no receivers. They always get hurt.
That sucks. You would have got a big head, Dobbs.
I don't know. He gets lost, I think, sometimes in that helmet. I don't know.
With that head, how he get lost?
Yeah, who knows?
with that guardian cap, guardian cap, how he get lost?
They got to find one that fits him, man. It's hard. My one victory lap of the day, Steelers beat the Colts 27-20. Wasn't really that close. 6 turnovers, most for the Colts, I think, since like 2007. Jonathan Taylor couldn't get going. My boy Tyler Warren didn't get going. The Steelers, Crevonte, if their defense can play like this, they'll be in the mix. I call them the cockroaches.
The second time this season that they have 5+ turnovers. What? How you have 11 turnovers in 2 games? Like, that's absurd. But the Colts, I'm not gonna say they fell back down to earth, but this is one of those games. This is one of those games where, hey, any given Sunday, if that running game does not come to play, Daniel Jones is not the guy to carry a team. You know what I'm saying? Like JT has to come to be and be productive, and then allow Daniel Jones to go off play action and work off of that. But it starts with that offensive line and JT up front. In order for Daniel Jones to play, more freely and look like how he did in certain spurts with the Giants. But yeah, man, the Steelers 6 turnovers is crazy. TJ Watt came alive. He threw, I want to say 3 picks. TJ Watt had a triple, the what they call it, when you get
the trifecta.
When you get the sack for a fumble and he recovered it.
Yeah. He does that better than anybody.
And it's funny because last week I was critical of him, like, yo, where you at? And sure enough, he came to play this go round. So I'm not gonna say they're gonna come crashing back down to earth, but this is one of those games where, hey, listen, you don't come to play, you get hit. And you could get beat any given Sunday. And Man, you called this one, man. You definitely called this one.
Yes, I'll take them when I can. Crevonte. Blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then, but Broncos and the Texans, we thought it would be a defensive game. They didn't even get to 20.
They
Like
didn't
we
get to
said,
20. You said the first was 20. Neither one of them.
they hit the under. I did say the under. I was on that.
Facts.
But CJ Stroud got knocked out. But the Broncos, since you called out Bo Nix, I think he's undefeated.
Ain't that crazy? But and it's crazy because he ain't been showing me. It's been games like this where it's like, yo, you barely you not even doing that. Like they've had opportunities where he's had the ball last, and it's like, yo, what's really going on? I feel like if CJ Stroud did not get hurt, I think the Texans probably could have pulled this out. But who's there? Well, shoot, he got a concussion. That means he's not gonna play next week, probably.
Davis Mills.
Oh well. Shoot. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Which helps your Colts, Mark, because if Houston would have won, it would have been kind of closer. And now, it gets a little tougher there. So I think Houston and Jacksonville play next week, I believe. And Jacksonville won, which we're about to get to. So that could be an elimination game, maybe. We'll see.
Yikes.
Jacksonville did win on the road. The Raiders went for 2 to try to win it. Geno Smith just made a horrible throw. But how about Cam Little? We saw him do it in the preseason, 70 yards. He breaks the record today, 68 yards hitting in the halftime. That brother is like Steph Curry shooting threes from way downtown. And that's a walking weapon to have right there. Congratulations to that brother.
Yeah, for sure. 68 yards is nothing to nothing to sneeze at all, man. It's so crazy how the kicking game has evolved, because 50 yarders used to be like, yo, you can hit 50 yards, that's crazy. But now folks kicking 50 yarders and they sleep. Now we talking about 55, 60. And when he kicked it, they said, oh, it would have been good from 70. Like a 70 yarder is coming. I don't know who's gonna be the one to take it, but a 70 yarder is probably coming.
Aubrey and Dallas can kick his ass off.
Aubrey be kicking the hell out of that ball, man. And that sucks that he's in our division, but that is a weapon to have a kicker who has that ability, because it's hey man, when it comes down to it, if all we need is a field goal, we ain't got much, much further to go. Because if we're talking 60, we're talking about close to 70 yards, that means the ball's on the 40-yard line on the other side. That's so pretty much midfield, you in range. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of crazy. But Aubrey, I think Aubrey got a 65, right?
Like a 65 yarder. He ain't got a 65.
He got a 65, and now Little got 68. Somebody gonna boot a 70, or at least somebody gonna try.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But with Aubrey and Little's kicks, both of them distinctly, both commentators, both in both games, commentators said that would have been good from 70. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, the kickers are a weapon now, legitly.
All right, weekly cover your ear segment, Miss Hayes. But brother Thoughts is in the building, and we got to do it for the Rams. The Rams, as Dre would say. They handle business. And Crevonte, don't look now. Your leader in touchdown passes is Mr. Back himself, my neck and my back. Matthew Stafford leads the league in touchdown passes at, 40 years old?
Oh, man.
Already surpassed the amount of touchdowns he had last year.
And that's something?
And Puka Nacua for most receptions through 30, 35 games in his career. He just catches the ball. All he does is catch.
All he does is catch. And Devontae Adams has been he's been finding the end zone a lot lately as well. So the Rams look really good, man. Offensively, they are really, really, really clicking. So shout out to the 40-year-olds, man. They getting it done. Flacco and Stafford, man. Well, Flacco is getting it done offensively as a team. It's kind of tough, but Stafford is playing his best ball right now. Crazy to say. So Puka, is he back? Oh, is he still?
He's back.
Okay.
He's 795 in the tub.
Well, yeah, the Rams are going to. Well, in the West is going to be competitive, man. The NFC West, man, because the 49ers are still above water. The Seahawks are playing amazing football right now, and the Rams are playing amazing as well. So that's going to be fun to watch that division go down to the wire.
How about last night? Kershaw, his boy, wins the World Series in his final game. Stafford balls out today, man. Crazy, crazy 24 hours. Game of the day, potentially, though. Bills and the Chiefs. Bills do it again, Crevonte, in the regular season.
I don't know
Beat
why,
the Chiefs.
but
Yeah.
I knew that. We talked about that. Like
Same.
all of Josh Allen wins over Patrick Mahomes are during the regular season. Like I think he actually leads the series against Patrick Mahomes, but Patrick Mahomes always beats him when it matters the most. Like when all the marbles are on the table, all the chips on the table, everything's moved to the center. Patrick Mahomes is like undefeated in the postseason. So it's like Josh Allen leads the head-to-head, but it doesn't really matter because Patrick Mahomes always wins to go to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So the Bills handle business defensively. You know, we were concerned because the defense has been kind of shaky and had some injuries and stuff, but they held them in check for the most part. And you know, the Chiefs are locked and loaded, and they did not look great. Like this was Patrick Mahomes, I think his lowest completion percentage of
No
his
touchdowns
career.
either. No touchdowns either, Crevonte.
And no touchdowns.
And
Yeah.
look at Josh Allen, 23 or 26.
He damn near had a perfect. Was his passer rating perfect?
I think the highest completion percentage in Bills history, like something like that. Which he said already, so he broke his own record.
He broke his.
I don't want them to get home field because I just feel like they might do it this year.
It's concerning, but again, he gonna have to prove to us that he could beat Patrick Mahomes in January. He like that's a monkey. That's a monkey on his back. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's so weird because he's like I think he lost once to Patrick Mahomes in the regular season, but when it's the playoffs, Patrick Mahomes undefeated. It's the craziest thing.
Also, I think the Bills with the tight ends he threw, the tight ends, he was like he completed every pass to the tight ends. It was like 13 to 14 or something like that. So he was killing them today with the tight ends. But we'll see what the Bills do as they try to get back the division. They're technically second right now, so that'll be interesting as well. And I think the Chiefs. Remember they won all them one-score games last year? They were undefeated.
Yep.
They're winless this year in one-score games. So it's funny how that switch flips, And the Chiefs are technically in the hunt. They're outside looking in right now.
Yeah. So it's in the Chargers and the Broncos' best interest to go ahead and rack up these wins. Like the Broncos, this is a great win for the Broncos just because the Chiefs lost. And the Bills needed to keep pace because the Patriots just got their 7th win. And the Bills only had 5 going into the game. So the Bills, low key, I'm not gonna say it was a must win, but you want to keep pace. Like you don't want the Patriots to get too far ahead of you, to where you don't have an opportunity to at least walk them down. But the Patriots and the Broncos being the tops of the AFC is crazy because now the Chiefs and Bills, every game is like, yo, damn near. We need this. We need the game.
All right, Crevonte, I think that's all we got. Tomorrow the Cowboys and Cardinals play, but trade deadline this week, heading into week 10. Anything else for the people? And we get ready for a brand new week of content yet again, my guy.
It almost go. Fire sale Tuesday. What you want? We taking draft picks. Don't lowball us though, but we need draft picks. Y'all want Deron Payne? What's up? We can we make something happen? Yeah, I heard y'all just got some new picks. You know what I'm saying? So we I don't know who you would want, but it ain't much. But yeah, fire sale, man. Definitely a fire sale. Whatever y'all want, call me. We gonna give us. We need draft picks. That's all I want. Draft picks.
All right, Crevonte, we got over 100 people in here. What do they need to do if they want to watch and keep up what we do here on the mothership of YouTube?
It's still so mind blowing. I need to see like what is X doing so well to keep people like tuned in. Like what are they doing? Like we got a nice amount of people on the YouTube though, which is great. But the rest of you guys, man, come on over to the YouTube side, man. Get these likes up and get the algorithms going in a way that continues to push to other Commanders fans and to these YouTube streets. But hit the bell for notifications, subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff, man. And tune in. Again, I'm not sure. I was talking to Byron before the show. I'm not sure how many more of these I got in me. Because I'm very disappointed. Like, and then JD5 of all gets hurt again. Like, he's small, guys. Like, how many injuries? He had 3 injuries this year. 3. Like, this is not going into a positive direction for us. But I think it'll be very goofy for this team to not shut down JD5 at this point. But please, we're gonna do our very best to be entertaining. Check us out on our previews and post games, no matter how cringy it'll be.
One half of the founding fathers, the Commanderlorian, good, bad, and ugly. As always, the senior producer, voice of reason, Crevonte, baby. Appreciate you staying up late as we are now on Monday, November 3rd, I believe 24 days away from Thanksgiving, if you're counting, which I'm not, but I am. Only because I do have to work that day because the Ravens play that night. So whatever my plans include, we'll end with that. We got a busy month. A lot of wrestling, Survivor Series, Blood and Guts. John Cena, Crevonte, final 2 Monday Night Raws. We got a tournament to decide his final opponent. So there you go. The last time is now tournament. Maybe the last time is now for the Commanders.
The last time is now.
So yes, November will be full of content as we end your 2025 like nobody's business. And Crevonte, we'll have him here, by hook or by crook. I know next week might be a little tricky. We got a late game and a Ravens game, and I got things. We'll figure it out. We'll get it. We may just come on here at night and just do some joint content. We'll figure it out. But Crevonte will be with me. He'll be back with me tomorrow. Flagship show. Talking about this epic World Series, Crevonte. Can't wait to hear your take. I talked about it a little bit today on the video, so check that out as well if you haven't already.
Nah, for sure, man. It was amazing series. But postseason baseball has always been like amazing. Low key, probably the best postseason, of all sports, which is crazy. And then the World Series being the last one, it's just always been good. And this might have been one of the better ones we've seen in, seen in a while. But they've all been good. But this was like top tier, man. Some really, really good baseball. The best baseball is in October, even though this one kind of went to November. But, it is what it is.
Yeah, if you want to hear my 25-minute thoughts on that game, I broke it all down, talked about it, and kind of explained why the Dodgers may have saved baseball. Because people I know they don't even watch baseball. I was talking about the World Series. So hopefully baseball, because they need it. They may have a work stoppage in 2027. So they got a lot of goofiness on their end, potentially. So we'll see after this season what happens. But we love baseball. We love sports. Only place Crevonte, give me sports how you want it.
When you need it.
The Commanderlorian's got to get to bed, get his beauty rest. We got to put the kids to bed. We got things to do. We'll be back tomorrow, Monday Night Raw and the Flagship Podcast. And we do it again this week with all of our normal scheduled watch-alongs and coverage of the Commanders and the Ravens. For Crevonte, everybody in the chat, Brother Thoughts, Mark, Alex. We had some people stand up late with us. Shout out to Don, was in the building. CV. Max did a thing. Roger was in here. Shout out to Big Roger, always doing his thing on social media as well. And we had to Cowboy. Shout out to Cowboys. A lot of prayers for Jaden Daniels in the chat as well. So we'll be here to rock out as we head into week 10. And the Ohio State Crevonte is still undefeated. So you got that still.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Number
Throw
one.
Throw your ones up. Speaking of ones, throw your ones up. Acknowledge us. We're gone. Putting the kids to bed. Commanders lose on Sunday Night Football. 38-14. Commanders fall to 3-6. Seahawks 6-2. Jaden Daniels leaves with a gruesome elbow injury, it looks like. We'll keep you posted and break it all down tomorrow for you. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. Happy Monday. Have a great day, and we'll see you in a few hours. Peace.